Victor's Market Day. It was market day on the island of Sodor, and the Fat Controller was having a good time at market day, and he was gathering all the fruits and vegetables, and all the food from market day. All the food were everywhere, and the Fat Controller is now on ready for the judge, because the Fat Controller was finally deciding that the judges might judge the food, whether if they're good or not, because the Fat Controller decides that the engines have to go on different tracks so that he and the judge won't be distracted by the engines. Some of the engines are getting deliveries to take to market day. Also, Farmer McColl was letting the other engines take his eggs and flour to market day, so that anyone will know which one of his flours or eggs is the best. Farmer McColl's eggs were really nice. So was his flour. And with everything was running like clockwork, and the Fat Controller and the engines weren't rushed. They were making up good time. They were making up good time, and with that, the Fat Controller might decide, which engine who will be chosen to be part of who will help him with market day. But one day, Victor was puffing around the track, being cheerful, and was excited for market day. And just then, he puffed up next to Daisy. "Hi, Daisy," he said. "Are you excited for market day?" "Not really," said Daisy, "because still I like to enjoy taking passengers. Still I like to enjoy taking passengers to countrysides, but I don't want to go to market day though, because I'd rather stay on my branch line, thank you very much," she said, and Daisy roared away. And with that, Victor puffed away to market day. He was excited that he's going to ask the Fat Controller that he wants to be the first to be helping him at market day. There he saw was the passengers. Bertie and Bulgy were taking the passengers to market day, and Trevor the traction engine was giving rides to children, and Trevor likes children, and Jeremy the jet plane was taking the judge to market day. She was enjoying herself, and with that, however, the Fat Controller was in a bad mood and was worried that the judge might be late. "Sir," said Victor, "can I—" "Not now." "Sir," said Victor, "can I ask you something?" "Not now, Victor," said the Fat Controller, and he accidentally said it. "Oh, sorry, Victor," he said. "Was there something you want to ask me?" Yes, there is something I want to ask you," said Victor. Can I help with market day?" "Then of course you will," said the Fat Controller. "And finally, you were finally the first one to ask me," he said, "so you can help." And with that, Victor and the Fat Controller were helping themselves in market day. The judge were ready, and they were finally caught up with time. "Right then," said the judge, "let's begin." And with that, he realized that there was two barrels of flour. One was from Farmer Ted. One was from Farmer Andy's flour mill, and one was from Farmer McColl. And with that, the judge were ready. Right, said the judge, let's begin. And they did. And with that, the judge said this to the fat controller. Anyway, sir, said the judge, we've enjoyed smelling Farmer Andy's flour. So that smell started to smell really nice. The fat controller was shocked, but and with that he was so confused. Victor was so sad and was worried, and he wanted Farmer McColl to win. Then said the judge. Then said the judge, and that's the flour competition done. Now let's get on with our job, he said. But at night time, while the competition was still on, Victor puffed back to his shed. Victor puffed back to Tidmouth Sheds. He was really excited, and with that, when he came back, he realized that the engines were excited for him too. I heard that you were helping the fat controller with market day, said Emily. Oh yes, I am helping him with market day, said Victor. I am so excited. Who cares, said Derek. Market day is the most worst day at all, and you are the worst diesel on our railway. Now back off, Derek, said Proteus. Thank you, Proteus, said Victor. And by the way, the fat controller always wants to trust me in the judge, and he doesn't want me to be disappointed. I know he doesn't, said Luke. Go get him, Victor. I will, said Victor, and Victor was excited. The judge was beginning. Just then, Farmer Andy's flour competition was still winning. Victor was sad and decided to think of a plan what to do. He tried something very interesting. Night came, and Victor was ready. And with that, he was at the market day. He was at the market day, Judge, while everyone wasn't there. Victor found Farmer Andy's flour truck and took it away and hid it, and decided to hide it in the tunnel. And with that, he made up for good time and was ready. It was morning time, and with that, the judge were ready for the flour competition when he realized that Farmer Andy's flour wasn't there. Oh no, he said. Farmer Andy's flour. Now who's gonna win? Yes, said Victor. Now finally Farmer McColl will win. But just then there was trouble. Stepney already found Farmer Andy's flour and the flour truck, and finally the fat controller was impressed. Stepney, he said, how did you find it? Well, I was in my morning run and I bumped into it and found it, he said. Oh no, said Victor. Now Farmer Andy's gonna win. What do you mean you don't want him to win? Said the fat controller. I just hid it in the tunnel because I don't want him to win. I just wanted Farmer McColl to win. How could you, Victor? He said. Tell me about it. And with that, Victor told the fat controller the truth, and the fat controller decided so. Well, thank you for telling the truth, Victor, he said, and don't do it again. I won't, said Victor. I really won't. When the flour competition was over, it was the egg judging, and with that, they've already remembered that Farmer McColl's flour judge has lost, so they tried his egg judging instead. They tried the smell. It was fresh and beautiful. The judge were really impressed. And the winners are, said the judge, is Farmer McColl. And with that, Victor was so happy. So was the fat controller too. They really enjoyed it. And with that, but one thing what Victor didn't like about the the market day judge was that Farmer McColl lost the flour judging, and now finally he has won the egg judging. And with that, Victor was so happy. So was Farmer McColl too. Even the fat controller